Hello guys, welcome back to this video. So for this quick video, I hope it's quick, but for this quick video, I'm gonna do a TV. I I'm gonna do an April wrap up because I read so many books in April, like so many books in April that I thought, hey, why not do an April wrap up? So if you guys wanna see more videos like this, give this video a humongous thumbs up. Subscribe down below so you can be part of the hashtag Chanty Squad. Comment down below hashtag Chanty Squad so you can be part of my next sorry shout out. Turn on your hashtag post notifications so you can send you my videos. Follow my socials, they'll be on the screen. And yeah, let's get on with the wrap up. So basically, for the books that I do have on Kindle, I will show you on Kindle. The books that I download elsewhere. The books that I have that I got from KU and I returned, I will put a picture somewhere in the screen. And the books that I have physical, I will show you them in person. But right now, let's start. I only have one physical book that I have. I finished it on, well, I started on Kindle, then on physical. Then I went to Kindle and then I finished it on physical. But I'm going to show you the physical copy because I have it. So yeah, if it doesn't matter if I read a book on Kindle or if I listen to the audiobook. If I have the book physical, I will show you the physical copy. It doesn't matter if I read it on Kindle or I listen to the audiobook the audiobook. If I have a physical copy, it's been so long since I've used this microphone, I don't even know how to hold it anymore. But if I read a book, if I have the physical copy of a book, doesn't matter whether I read it on Kindle or if I listen to it, I will show you the physical copy because it's yeah. Anyways, so I have this in no particular order, but I have We Fell Apart by Ela Card. It's part of the We Were Liars series. I read We Were Liars a long time ago. I tried to get into a TV show, but I don't know, I just couldn't do it. Like try, but it didn't work out. But anyways, I have oh whoops, give me a second. Okay, that was embarrassing. Sorry about that. But anyways, We Fell Apart by oh my gosh. Anyways, I have We Fall Apart by Ela Card. So, like I said, I read We Were Liars a long time ago. I love the movie, but I mean, I tried to get into a TV show, but for some reason, I couldn't do it. I know I just tried. I don't know. I might get into it. I don't have Prime Video, neither does my sister. She used to, but she doesn't anymore. So, I have to find it elsewhere. But I don't know. I tried to get into We Were Liars. I just couldn't do it for some reason. I don't know. I just couldn't. I tried, but like for some reason, I don't know. But anyways, We Fell Apart. I read We Were Liars years ago, and then after that, okay. So the thing is, last time I went to the bookstore, like not last time, but like I think the time before that. Anyways, one time I went to a bookstore, right, and then I was looking for that books to buy because the bookstore I go to, they have like a section that is English books, so that's where I usually go to that section. So I knew We Fell Apart. I knew We Were Liars had a second book, which was Family of Liars, because every time I went to the bookstore, I see the book. I like one time I went, I intended on picking it up, but I never did. I was like, no, I'm not gonna pick it up. I'll pick it up later, whatever. But then this particular time I'm talking to you about, I went to the bookstore and yeah, I saw Family of Stars and I was like, okay, let me pick it up. But then I saw they had a third book. So yeah, here we are. We Fell Apart. I had no idea they had a third book. I was like, what the freak? So yeah, I got this book. I had no idea I had a third book, so I got this one. And I started reading this book. Everything went fine. It wasn't my favorite. I gave it like a 3.5 stars, I think. Don't trust me with my ratings. Half of the books on my TBR on my half of the books on Goodreads or margins are 5 stars, so don't trust my judgment. Anyways, so yeah, like I didn't like this book that much. When I got to the end, I realized something. I realized that something about okay, I don't want to give any spoilers, but I realized something that left me shook as to the core. But anyways, what I was going to say is I started reading this book, everything was fine. Then I stopped reading it. I only had like 20 pages left. I think I wasn't yeah, I had like 80 pages no, I had 80 pages left, I think. 80 pages left. So I was like I stopped reading it and I couldn't pick it back up. I don't know what was it. I don't know if it was in a reading slump. I don't know what was, but I tried picking this book. I don't know if I was in a reading slump. I just tried picking this book back up, but I couldn't. I tried my hardest. I tried my hardest to pick this book back up. I think it was. I think I was in a reading slump. I don't know. I think that's what it was. I was in a reading slump. I think. So I don't know. I think like I was in a. I think I was in a reading slump, and that's why I couldn't pick this book back up again. Don't trust my judgment, but I think that's what it was. I think I was in a reading slump, and I don't know. Like I think I was in a reading slump, and that's why I couldn't pick this book back up. But anyways, reading slump, whatever. Okay, so then I, sorry, I'm blabbing. I don't know what I'm doing. It's my first time back in YouTube since forever, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Sorry, I've been away for so long. I just hadn't had motivation recently. But now that April is gone, and I'm so excited. Now that April is gone, and I read all of my TBR for April. I'm so excited to. Now that April is gone, and I finished all my books that I was gonna read this month. So excited. If you saw my Apple TBR, which I don't think I posted it on YouTube. Thank God I didn't, because none of the books that were on my Apple TBR I read. Yeah, I know. My TBR is still the same. My physical TBR is still the same. So yeah, maybe I'll do better next time. Please, hopefully I'll do better next time. Because as long as I keep reading books on Kindle, my physical TBR is not gonna go down. As long as I keep reading other books on Kindle that are not on my physical TBR, then my physical TBR is not gonna go down. Hopefully next year, hopefully for May, I can read on whether it's on Kindle or Audible. I can read books that are actually on my TBR, on my physical TBR. But that's okay. Anyways, yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna read it. But then I started reading it, and I finished this book, and I gotta say I enjoyed it. Pretty much enjoyed it. So yeah, it's a nice read. It's a quick read. I don't know why it took like 100 days to finish it. It's a really quick read. I don't know why. Okay, this book is like a really quick, easy read. I don't know why it took 100 years to finish it. Like I literally took 100 years to finish it. I don't know why, but it's a quick, easy read. But yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyways, let's go to my Kindle now, because if you saw my video yesterday, I did a Kindle. I switched up my Kindle. So the insert I was looking for, I couldn't find it. So yeah, switched up my Kindle. This is my insert. So cute. Got it off of Target from the brand iJoy, I think. Not sure. Don't quote me on that. I think it's the brand iJoy. As well as the clear case from the brand iJoy. This pop it's from AliExpress. So I'm doing an AliExpress shopping spree later on, and I'm doing an AliExpress haul soon because I'm getting later today when I get paid, because today's payday. Woohoo! When I get paid, I'm doing an AliExpress haul soon because I'm buying some Kindle accessories. I'm buying some really cool stuff for my Kindle, but for my YouTube as well. So stay tuned because I'm buying some pretty cool stuff that you guys might not want to miss. So stay tuned. Anyways, right now I'm gonna show you like the other books. I read 12 books in April. I know it's hard to be, well, 13 actually, sorry. Yeah, it's hard to believe, I know. But I'm gonna show you the books that I can show you. Like I said, books that I downloaded elsewhere that are still on my Kindle. And for the books that I got on KU and I returned, I will post pictures elsewhere on my screen. Okay. Right now I have on my screen an article that I have to read, so I will not show you that, of course. But okay, my video stopped recording, so because I ran out of storage. But anyways, this is one of my April reads. This is an arc. It's called Broken Promises. Oh, forget it. Sorry. But this is one of my, oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, let me try again. Oh, okay. Forget it. You know what? This is one of my April reads. Broken Pieces. Yeah, it's one of my April reads. I enjoyed that book. I read it 5 out of 5. And thank you to the author S.A. Thomas for sending me that book. I really enjoyed it. So on all of my April reads, like I said, I returned a bunch of books that I borrowed from KU, but I'm gonna list some of them. I read Love Mom by Ileana Sander. I really liked that book. The book was like, oh my gosh, it was a crazy ass book. let me tell you, the book was crazy. I enjoyed that book, but it was wow, that was a crazy ass book. Literally, that book was okay. It was oh my god, the book was crazy. Like literally. Then I read The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. Yeah, it broke me. Not in the way that you think. I mean, I shed some tears, but it wasn't like I cried my eyes out. I bawled my eyes out, nothing like that. But I did shed some tears. I did do that. And then I read. Then after that, I read. Oh, in the likely event. Well, I listened to the last letter, and in the likely event, I listened to In the Last Letter and I listened to In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros. I listened to those books. Then I read Strikeout by Millie Perez, which is a Dominican author. I have two more books from her series. I'm going to show you. And I'm so excited to continue. It's the New York Monarch series, and I'm so excited to continue. Okay, so like I was saying, I read In the Likely Event and The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros, and I love those books. I listened to them, sorry, on Audible. Then I listened to Strikeout by Millie Perez, which is a Dominican author. I'm going to show you the other two books in her series. It's the New York Monarchs. So let me see if I can find. I have yet to pay Kindle Unlimited, so I'm surprised they haven't canceled my subscription. But that's great. I'm going to see if I can find the series. I don't think I can. I'm trying so hard to find it, but I don't know what the series. I have so many arcs that I have to read, but it's fine. That's a problem for future me to, work on it. It's a problem for future me, okay? Literally, I'm not joking. It's a problem for future me. Future me can deal with that because present me does not want to deal with that. Okay, I'm trying to look for the. I swear it was here, but I cannot find it for the life of me. And I swear my subscription is still active. Oh, found it. So I have Fair Trade by Millie Perez, which is the second book, and Home Runner is the second one. So Fair Trade follows the story of Luisa Alvarez and Nick Stonhaven, which Nick Stonhaven is the owner of the New York Monarchs baseball team. And the second book, which is the third book, which is Home Runner, follows Daisy Stonhaven, which is Nick Stonhaven's sister, and Luke something. So yeah, that's basically it. New York Monarchs series by Millie Perez. So I cannot wait to read that. But then I also read. I'm trying to think what other book I read. Oh, I read. Oh my God, The One Night. Okay, guys, I think the last thing we were talking about was the New York Monarch series. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's where we left off. I'm running out of stories, so I have to do this fast. But then after that, what else I read? I read a little bit of Fever Rivalry, but I didn't finish it. We're not gonna talk about that. Literally, we're not gonna talk about that. I just read a little bit of Heated Rivalry, but we're not gonna talk about that. Like I didn't finish it. It's okay. Let's not talk about that. Like, give me a second, because I don't remember exactly what I read, so I have to go and check. BRB. Okay, now I remember. So I read The Perfect Divorce. I mean, I listened to it, and I love that book. I have The Perfect Marriage, which I read a long time ago, and I love that book. So The Perfect Divorce, it was a nice read. I enjoyed it. Then after that, I listened to The Runaway Groomsman by Megan Quinn, my first book, my first Megan Quinn book, and I enjoyed Megan Quinn. I cannot wait to read more of her, books and see what she's all about. But then I also read, and oh wait, no, yeah, I read by Megan Quinn The One Night, which I already told you about, The Runaway Groomsman, and then I read Vacation Wars, and I loved it. That book was really good, like such a nice read. And then after that, oh my god, I can't believe I already forgot. So the Runaway Groomsman, the One Night, and then Runaway Groomsman, the One Night, and Vacation Wars. And like I said, I read a little bit of Hidden Rivalry, but let's not get into that because I didn't finish the book. Let's not get into that. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot what I read. Like, oh my god, I almost can't believe I forgot already. But oh wait, yeah, In Her Own League. I loved In Her Own League. In Her Own League was Chef's Kiss. So yeah, I really liked In Her Own League. Like that was I realized now that I read The Risk and the Chase. I have the physical copies of the Brave series. But I saw a book, I saw a video on TikTok of a girl that she was telling you like how you should read like Liz Tom Forty's books, like in what order you should read them. Wait, not Liz Tom Forty, sorry, L. Kennedy's books. So I realized I've been reading the series wrong. So yeah, I read, like I said, The Risk and the Chase, and then I started reading Love Song. So I read it all wrong in the wrong, like I'm reading it in like the wrong like order and everything. Like I'm reading all her books in the wrong order. I'm doing everything wrong. Like I'm literally reading all of L. Kennedy's books in the wrong order, but it's fine. It's fine. You know, I have the let me show you in here. I have the two other books in of the Priory series on my Kindle because I want to finish them. They are on KU, and I want to finish the Priory series. So I have the Play and the Dare, as you can see. I also have Love Song, which I don't know where it is. Let me see if I can find it. I am currently, my gosh, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm currently reading Love Song, or I was reading Love Song, but I stopped. But I really want, oh, here it is, Love Song, right there, you can see. So I stopped reading it, but I have to get back into it. But then I also have the deal. I have all of the books in the deal because there's a TV show coming about the Tempo series. So I have the deal, that mistake, the score, the goal, and the legacy. So that's what I have. And then we cannot forget the last book I read, which I finished yesterday, "The Story Might Save Your Life" by Tiffany Crum. That book was chef's kiss. Like, oh my God. You know, I'm a huge fan of thrillers, like thrillers. I'm a huge, humongous fan of thrillers. Frida McFadden being my favorite thriller author, but I also love Lisa Jewell because I read a long, like 2 years ago, I read Then She Was Gone and I devoured it. I have the physical copy also in my collection. So if you guys want to recommend me any thriller authors, please, I'll gladly take your recommendations and check them up like water. So please, any thriller authors you guys, any thriller authors you guys I think and you guys know that I should read, like without a doubt, like 100% yes, I should read, please comment down below because I'm always looking for new thriller authors. Right now, I have a couple arcs I have to get through, but after that, when I'm done with those arcs, then I can, go back to my regularly normal reading schedule. But yeah, guys, that was pretty much it for this wrap up. I don't know, it's kind of weird, But like I said, for the books that are physical, I'll show you the physical copy, which is the only physical book I have. For the books that I read on Kindle and I have them, I'll show you them on a Kindle. And the books that were on KU and I returned them, I will post pictures on here so you can see what the covers look like. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I have to go to work. I'm really late. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, give this video a humongous thumbs up. Subscribe down below so you can be part of the hashtag Chanty Squad. Comment down below hashtag Chanty Squad so you can be part of my next week's shout out. Turn on your hashtag post notifications so you miss any of my videos. Follow my socials, there will be somewhere on the screen. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.